thinking, damn, what is this? That's us. Making speakers bam when it hits like what? Do the summer jams with that west side stuff. Everybody hands in the air straight up.
Hey, yeah, this is Patrick and Geoff from Pyroten Studios. So, we're going to bring you something a little bit different today. For all Legend of Zelda fans, we're going to be talking about Operation Moonfall. With the recent success of Ocarina of Time being ported onto the 3DS, they're trying to bring the mask, as in Majora's Mask, onto the 3DS. We have, me and Geoff, we have some pretty the different opinions on it, so let's start off with your opinion and save the best for last, okay? Let's go.
So yeah, sorry, someone was messaging me. So yeah, you're very enthusiastic about this, Patrick. Just saying. But anyways, yeah, I think it's a great idea, and that Nintendo is going to be waiting for the fan outcry before they decide on whether or not to do this. Well, actually, they've already decided if there is a big fan outcry, they are going to do it. That's why there's like petitions out there, and that's why they even have this code name for it called Operation Moonfall. So that's basically why. And God damn it, John, stop messaging me. But it's a great idea, honestly, and Majora's Mask was a great game, following Ocarina of Time. It was made with a much smaller team, yet it was still developed in a very short amount of time, due to the fact that there was very few, all they had to do was re-import models, import textures, import sounds from the original Ocarina of Time. So, if they do decide to import it to the 3DS, it wouldn't take much work at all, quite honestly.
Okay, so basically my opinion on it is it wouldn't be horrible. I mean I like the game. It'd be one of the best games in the series. It's definitely the oddball, but I think if they did do it, then I mean, after Ocarina of Time and now Star Fox 64, I mean, Ocarina of Time was a huge success on the 3DS. I don't have Star Fox 64 yet, but I will be hoping to get it on the 3DS. I think that if they do that, then people are just gonna think, okay, so 3DS, basically what this is it is Nintendo's excuse to bring out N64 games onto the 3DS with refurbished graphics. So we've seen that it is a good idea, but it shouldn't be used too much, or the fans are just going to be like, honestly, I can just play this on Virtual Console if they have a Wii, which, honestly, a lot of the people who would be caring about this would have one. I don't think it's really necessary. I mean, Ocarina of Time, yes, that was necessary. The 25th anniversary of Legend of Zelda was coming out, and Ocarina of Time is the highest critically acclaimed game of all time. Yeah, Call of Duty suck on that. Yeah, basically, so it's the best game in the series in most people's eyes, and it should have been. I mean, like Ocarina of Time, I mean the graphics were from 1998. Now with 2011 graphics, it was just amazing. But I don't really think that Majora's Mask is really necessary for it. Okay,
well,
go.
We'll see. There is a fan outcry for it, though. Even if you don't think it's necessary, some people do. I mean, if they want it for the 3DS, they obviously already know they already know it's on the Virtual Console if they want to play it. I mean, they would have already known about it and such. But see, I mean, you know, who doesn't want to play it on a portable system? You know, like, I mean, sure, the 3DS didn't get. Well, actually, the 3DS didn't get as many sales as the PSP, even at from the sales date after the 3DS was released. So basically, the few weeks or months after the 3DS is released, the PSP was still outselling it. If you only counted that week, I mean that day from it was released on. So the 3DS is kind of not getting out there as much as things like the DS was, but
well,
I digress. Yeah, Patrick, you go.
Well, actually, with the price drop, yeah, with the price drop, it dropped almost $100, honestly. I think a lot more people are gonna get now. I got it while it was still $250 because I'm Epic, because I'm a Nintendo nerd like that. And the ambassador program is awesome. But, honestly, that's not what we're talking about. I mean, I wouldn't hate it, but just think, when, okay, so it's 1998, and wow, Ocarina of Time just came out, and now they have to start planning the second Legend of Zelda game for the N64. After Ocarina of Time, it was like, it was like the greatest thing that they had ever seen for the series. Like, you can't follow that up after, well, yeah, you can't follow that up, like, 6 months later, so they went for, instead of trying to compete with it, they just did something totally different. Like, he left Hyrule, he went to the fairy tale world of Termina, a place totally different, and so they basically just scrapped everything from Ocarina of Time, and basically, like, they really left Ocarina of Time alone until Twilight Princess came out. And now Twilight Princess is obviously always, like, referring to Ocarina of Time. So they basically tried to leave it alone, but as much as Majora's Mask was an amazing game, I would honestly rather see Wind Waker out on the Wii U. I'd rather see Wind Waker on the Wii U than I would on Majora's Mask on the 3DS. I'm just saying, which would you rather see?
Well, I'd honestly rather the Majora's Mask for the 3DS, just for the plain fact that
Ooh,
I never
you bastard.
I never really got a chance to play Majora's Mask. So honestly, but it seems like a game I'd like to play. Quite honestly, I am. But Wind Waker, I will agree, it was a great game. It was a great game and all. And honestly, I would like to see it for the Wii U as well. But if we're gonna be picking one or the other, I would actually go for the Majora Mask for the 3DS.
Yeah, about that, I guess, I don't know, while you were talking, I guess I just realized how biased my opinion was, because I grew up on, I don't know, from the ages 4 to 12, when, like, I was playing just GameCube non-stop, and Wind Waker was, like, my favorite game. So honestly, that's a pretty biased opinion on my part, but honestly, I would really rather see that, and I know a few people who would also agree, and not just Jalmar. So yeah, we are running out of time, so we're just gonna do our very final opinion on it from the Geoff. What would you rather see? The Majora's Mask on the 3DS, or a brand new game, or a new Zelda game on the 3DS? Which would you rather have?
Quite honestly, I'd rather a completely new game. To be quite honest.
Yeah, it matters what line it's following. If it's following Wind Waker, then if it's following Wind Waker, then it would have to be a sequel to Spirit Tracks, which I do not want. So, really. Okay, so this video is coming to a close, and as much as only about half it was talking about Operation Moonfall, they all pretty much have to do with the thought of Majora's Mask coming onto 3DS. It has a good chance of happening, so this was just our opinion on it. Bye.